Real quick, I just want to thank all those who have supported 90 Sports Nostalgia. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the video. The 5 biggest NBA brawls in the 90s video has become the most popular video on the 90 Sports Nostalgia channel. I would like to thank all of you who have watched that video, and because of the high amount of popularity of that video, 90 Sports Nostalgia would now like to present the top 5 NBA brawls in the 2000s. The number 5 NBA brawl in the 2000s was between the Indiana Pacers and the Los Angeles Lakers, but more specifically, Reggie Miller and Kobe Bryant. The Lakers were up by double digits, and with the seconds winding down, Kobe Bryant launched a 3 in the face of Reggie Miller. This prompted Miller and Bryant to jaw at one another and then go at it near half court after the final buzzer went off. Both Miller and Bryant were fined and each were suspended 2 games. The Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers were quite the rivals in the early 2000s. They had an epic 7-game battle in the Western Conference Finals in 2002. Then during the following preseason, the Kings and Lakers met and Doug Christie and Rick Fox had a confrontation. Ultimately, this melee ended up in a tunnel that involved an injured Shaquille O'Neal in street clothes. Doug Christie was suspended 2 games, while Rick Fox was suspended 6 games, and that's because Fox leaving the floor and racing down the back hallway to meet Christie was an egregious act. The Lakers once again were involved in another brawl in 2002, this time against the Bulls. Late in the fourth quarter, while with the ball in the paint, Shaquille O'Neal was simultaneously fouled by Brad Miller and Charles Oakley. With Miller's back to O'Neal, Shaq threw a wild punch that thankfully missed the Bulls center. Subsequently, both teams quickly got involved. Shaq claimed the punch was in retaliation for taking hard fouls for Miller. The Diesel was suspended 3 games, Miller was suspended 1 game, while Oakley was suspended 2 games. Enough for the Lakers, as the number 2 brawl in the 2000s was between the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks. With 1:15 remaining and Denver up 119-100, the Knicks' Marty Collins fouled the Nuggets' J.R. Smith on a fast break by slapping his arms around Smith's neck, knocking Smith to the ground. Chaos quickly ensued. But what led to this brawl was when Knicks coach Isaiah Thomas told Nuggets star Carmelo Anthony to not go into the paint. Thomas said this because Denver head coach George Karl kept his team's starting players on the court for the closing minutes of the game, which Thomas thought showed a lack of sportsmanship and ordered the Nuggets and Anthony to show some class. Karl said Thomas directed the ball and harshly criticized Thomas after the game. Karl also said he never thought about running up the score and only wanted to get a big win on the road. 7 players were suspended, as Carmelo Anthony got the biggest suspension at 15 games, as this was due to his violent punch that landed on Marty Collins. And the number 1 NBA brawl in the 2000s, the Malice in the Palace between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons. With the Pacers leading by 15 and less than a minute to play, Pistons center Ben Wallace was fouled hard by Pacers forward Ron Artest. Wallace then shoved Artest. Consequently, both benches emptied and a fight broke out. When the tension seemed to cool down a bit, Artest was laying down when a drink from the stands hit him. Artest went into the stands as some teammates quickly fouled, as it rapidly became a brawl between the Pistons fans and the Pacers. This game was called with 45.9 seconds left. 9 players were suspended, which included Artest being suspended for the remainder of the season, which was 73 regular season games and 13 playoff games. The top 5 NBA brawls in the 2000s. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, check out the links below like Patreon. Thank you so much.